Good morning, everybody. What's up? I know it's been a long time. I missed you all. And yeah, we're not doing the AirPods today. We got the full blown like headphones going on. So my headphone hair, blurg. But we got our coffee. We're gonna stop the Green Hearth Necromancer soundtrack on Spotify. Hell yeah. And yeah, this is Beyond the Plastic Wall. Oh my gosh, I can't stand not being able to hear, like, outside of me for whatever reason at the moment. But Beyond the Plastic Wall is from... I was rehearsing pronouncing this name, and I'm still gonna fuck it up. But Motvind Studios and Art France. If you don't know, Art France has published a lot of really cool things recently. They published Wednesdays, they published Gloomy Eyes, and uh, yeah, and their games are always just 30 birds, and yeah, no, they publish games with such a unique art style, and I absolutely love it. But basically, we are setting off on an adventure. I am looking directly at the Steam page, which is why we're not getting any music from the game. But we're setting off on an adventure set in a sprawling world that blends satisfying mechanical puzzles with a rich narrative. Explore a stunning pixel art world, repair intricate machines, and meet unforgettable characters in a story about connection, resilience, and life that clings on in a world left to ruin. So yeah, I'm stoked. And then it does say good with controller. So we are going to, try that out and stuff and things. Oh, come on. Oh no, I have to think about it like a Switch controller. Oh. All right, I'm sorry I haven't written in a while. The days somehow just keep slipping away from me. I just keep thinking of something Cass told me once. About his work at the Institute. He said that once two particles have fused, the only thing that could break them apart is an immense sudden release of energy. Like the death of a star. Or from the heart of a nucleic bomb. A cataclysm. Whoa. It didn't make sense to me at the time. But that's the word I keep coming back to now. Cataclysm. If that's what it will take, God, this water is beautiful, to make this stop, then it's the only option I have left. Beyond the plastic wall. Alright, use the... Alright, use the left stick to move. Left stick. Alrighty. Hal grabs one of the straps of his backpack to check the weight. Inside, various tools, containers, and plastic bags full of roasted seeds crush against each other. He can only hope it's enough for the journey ahead. Parting with all the devices he and Ro had put together and repaired over the years was one of the most painful things Hal had ever done. And he had to be careful not to take anything anyone but him would miss. I like games that focus on text, because that's where the real strength of the writing comes in. Oh, okay. I was wondering if just anything else would come up if I looked at it again. Oh, it's showing me a PlayStation controller. Lad! The captain's voice booms over the ever-present sound of the rattling engine. Why aren't you working? I am. You're what? Working! I told you a million times now, no yelling on the deck. Get up here. Okay. The old platform bends with every step. For all the captains talk about running a tight ship, a lot of it seems to be falling to pieces. Well, why aren't you working? I was. You think I don't know what goes on my own ship? You had your nose stuck in those papers again. When the only place you should have it stuck is that wiring there. Al opens his mouth, but then closes it again. I was about to when you called me up here. Ha! What? 5 measly days at sea and he's ready to bite my head off. This isn't a pleasure cruise, young man. We're coming up on the coast and I need that foghorn fixed. You tinkering around with the other machinery's been all well and good, but the foghorn is essential. You about done? Almost. I was making good headway there. Well, I should hope so. Remember what that deal was when I picked you up from that godforsaken rock of yours? Passage in exchange for repairs, was it not? It was, yes. Should have started on it days ago, instead of hiding behind the crates with those papers of yours. I thought you trash folk were all about repairs. I'll have it fixed soon, okay? What are they anyway? What? Those letters you keep reading. I have to get back to work. On that we agree, lad. Al turns away from the captain with a huge sigh of relief. The relief doesn't last long. A special friend of yours. Who? The girl. I couldn't help but read some over your shoulder the other day. Al's tired slouch stiffens. You read my letters? Oh, and he even his character. Hard not to when you've got them out all the time. Don't worry. There's just a word here and there, but... The captain turns from the wheel and tries his best to give Hal a look full of knowing wisdom. Take it from me. That self-pitying twaddle she's peddling. More trouble than she's worth, lad. It's not like that at all. If you say so. But I know what I'm talking about, believe me. Al once again tries to turn to leave, but these days, of course, there's only one woman for me. Oh, and is that woman the sea? Let me guess. The sea? The captain laughs heartily. I meant the ship. But you're right. 2 women it is. Lucky me. The captain laughs heartily. Alright. Alright, some of the animation's a little rough, but oh my. But you know what? It's a demo, you guys. Or it could be this CandyCon controller. Alright, we're gonna test it out here with mouse and keyboard and kind of see what happens. So where be the wiring that I have to fix? Foghorn. Alright. Hal looks over the Foghorn's console. It's a mess. He should have got to this sooner. Instead of fiddling with equipment that wasn't in half as bad a shape. Alright, left mouse to interact. What am I interacting with here? Oh. Can I zoom? Oh. Yes, that would probably be a good idea. Alright. Items can be interacted in various ways. Okay. Oh my. So... highlight all the items using shift. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So, like... okay, do these have... like, is there something that matches? Between all of these? Maybe? Is that good? Gorgeous. Alright, use the left mouse to interact. Okay. Okay, it's ready. Let's see about that. Get clear! The captain pulls on a salt-crusted lever hanging from the ceiling of the bridge cabin. The bellow of the foghorn shakes Hal so much that his eyeballs vibrate. Ha ha! Listen to that. Feel it in your chest. Oh, I've missed her. Good work, lad. Useful when you want to be. We'll be at the port soon, so when you're ready, gather your things up in the front. But before you do, there's something I want to talk to you about. If you want. Okay. We're just gonna moonwalk over to my things. Or, well, let's talk to him. And then we'll moonwalk to get our things. You know, I don't know. There's always things going awry around here. I'm not saying everything that's broken can be fixed, but a good deal more, I'd reckon. She's an old boat, but an honest one. She could use an extra friend. Much adventure to be had in the outer swells. And all the more opportunity for adventure when there's two of you, of course. Time was I had nothing but adventure, seems to me. Too many, even. Time when all this world was adventurers. Why aren't there any other crew? She's a two-hander, as you've been figuring out, lad. And once we were two pairs of hands running it, of course. Me and my old captain. Light keeping. Now there was a capable sailor. He was the one who knew how to really steer this old girl. Me, I'm mostly stuck with riding the currents where they take me. We do all right, of course, but it leaves little room for any proper adventures. Anyway, he was a sturdy workhorse. Wouldn't have caught him wasting his time reading while there's work to be done. Yes, alright, message received. Loud and clear, eh? Speaking of which, the captain yanks the lever again and the foghorn rattles Hal's skull. Ah, forgive me, I couldn't resist. Go on, pack your things. We're almost there. I just want to be like a boat. The bones are here. Hal starts packing his bags. The first wisp of mainland fog envelop him, sending a shiver through his body. As he looks back, the last of the outer islands disappear into the dawn. Well, it's almost the moment you've been waiting for, son. An escape from my yammering. This is the port? The captain doesn't answer and instead gazes out at the decaying machinery, either with disinterest or remembering something. Hal can't quite tell. Alright. With the boat still, the captain suddenly seems unsure on his feet. He's swaying a little. Well, here we are. For a moment, Hal feels like he's supposed to say something. The moment passes. Yep. As I said. The captain clears his throat. Here we are. Hal looks around. It isn't clear that they are, in fact, anywhere. What? There's your ride up. Where? There. A plume of weight of rusted metal is being battered by waves beside the ship. That? No other way? Something wrong? Yeah, where is everyone? Everyone who? I don't know. Hal hesitates, struggling to find the right words. People? Other ships and crew? Are you sure this is the main port? Am I sure this is the main port, he says. You think I don't know what the main port looks like? It's not what I imagined. The captain glances around impatiently, trying to decide if Hal is pulling his leg. Look, I don't know what picture you dreamt up on your little island. You wanted to go to the port. This is the port. There's your way up. But I think it's safe to say a lot of things won't be how you imagine them to be. The captain hesitates. Before you go, I know you're eager to get off this can, but do you have a minute? We're gonna say yes. Good. Well, I feel like I should maybe apologize a little. It's not an excuse, but my old captain. I told you about my old captain, right? Yes. He spent many years at sea before taking me on as a midshipman. He was no saint. Don't get me wrong. He was a true sailor who ran the ship as tight as a drum. But maybe too tight. The captain coughs dryly, clearing an already clear throat. He was a real mean bastard, is what I'm trying to say. Then one night, during a winter storm, one of the moorings I had tied snapped off. Caught his leg and dragged him out to sea. I'm so sorry. Well, I've never told anyone this, but at first I was horrified, but then I was almost glad. 19 years old and already the captain of my own ship. Just me and the freedom of the sea. Didn't you blame yourself for what happened? To your old captain? Of course I did. Though he always said it was dangerous work. He'd amuse himself telling me about all the horrible ways a person might die at sea. Every time I thought I'd heard them all, he'd come up with a new nightmarish scenario to feed me. And then? Oh, well, as I said, I was young and inexperienced. I tried to learn as best I could, but it was hard work. And with every passing tide, freedom started tasting a little less sweet. Until the captain peers sullenly into the thick fog. Well, my point is that I know I've been a mean bastard myself these last few days. I mean, you are irritating, but you're a canny repairman, I give you that. But if it doesn't pan out in the city, or if you're back this way again, the captain wipes some spray from his cheek. This boat could always use the company. Sure, maybe. If I'm back this way again. The captain's face twitches into something that could be a smile. Right, well, good. Tell me one thing, though. It's a big world out there. Why go to the city? I don't know all that much of what goes on there, granted, but it's no place for a boy from the archipelago. I have to. This wouldn't have anything to do with those letters, would it? The girl? There's a pause. Hal isn't budging. I just have to get there. As you please, lad. Well, may the lights speed you. One final bit of advice. Don't look down. That's ominous. Alright, bye. Whee. See, now I have legs. Now I'm not just moonwalking. I go up there. Alright, so how do I get off? Maybe. Oh, okay. It's not just, I can... Maybe. Hello? Can I... Okay. Alright, I got this. Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting. Makes me think of Planet of Lana a little bit. We were sitting in a park having lunch. Although I really like these narrations. It makes me think of Edith Finch. And he said that everything around us, people and buildings, the air and water, are just endless configurations of the same few particles, fused together at some point in the distant past. He squeezed my hand, held it up, and said, "Like this, but forever." After decades of being exposed to the sun, the plastic coating is crumpled and fused with the metal underneath. Elsewhere, frayed wires poke out jagged holes in the panels. Al traces the lines of erosion with his fingers, where the rust has burrowed deep into the guts of whatever this thing once was. Most people would call this what it is: a piece of junk. But closing his eyes for a moment, Hal imagines Rose standing next to him, excitedly making plans for what could be salvaged or not. He would have loved this place. Hal quickly swats away the thought. Swats. Interesting. Wait, what? I can't go. But can I also go down? Oh, I could go up or down. Alright, let's go down. There's a buzzing coming from the other side of the door. Open the door. Oh no, the brittle handle breaks off like a twig. There's no way to enter from this side now. Oh no, I broke it. Okay, you can also climb up faster by holding shift. Is there a ladder this way that I just totally didn't see? I'm just curious. Nope, okay. It's really interesting. Alrighty, but we are gonna go up here. And this is going to be... a bright red light turns on as the control panel twitches if woken from a deep sleep. I mean, let's look out over the harbor. Even from up here, the true scale of the harbor is hidden in the thick morning fog. The quickly rising heat ripples from the air around him, or around below him. Limp cables, and metal chains sway in the breeze from the sea far below. Other than that, there's no sign of movement anywhere. Though throughout the harbor, Al can hear the distant sound of creaking metal as it expands, settling in for the day. A bright red light turns on as the control panel twitches, as if woken from a deep sleep. Inspection! Instinctively, Hal lifts up the latches of the panel and opens it up. Oh. Oh! I was just like, what's happening? Alright. The internals dutifully spring to life, revealing rows of familiar conduit tiles. Alright, well, let's inspect. Hal strokes one of the tiles, marveling at their shiny complexity. He's found many of these before, washed up on the stone beaches of the archipelago. But always cracked and broken, sanded smooth from decades of being dragged along the ocean currents. The adult scavengers use them as tiles for board games, and children trade them back and forth, hoping to one day complete their collection. The only person Hal knew who would ever come close was Ro. So, I'm just assuming, yeah. Well, like, I only have 3, can I? Oh, wait. It's like, that's gonna go there. That's gonna shoot that up. Oh my god, I love this puzzle! Oh my god! Okay, but... So A and D? Right? That's at A and D, right? Okay, we're gonna go there. There. Oh, while you're holding it. This puzzle is so satisfying. Okay, and it only turns at like 45-degree angles. Gotcha. So there. Wait, you turn. So we're gonna go there. Well, 3 of these turn. Gotcha. And then that one also turns out of... Sorry. Oh, this is just so satisfying. Because that goes all the way up there, and then... I think I've met my new favorite puzzle. Oh my god. I would do a game of just that type of puzzle. For real. Please tell me I can do it again. Please tell me I can do it again. 10 out of 10. Okay, what are you? Oh, I can make any of those light up. Great. I love this puzzle style so much. It's so stinking clever. Guys, you have no idea how happy I am right now. Oh my god! Alright, what do here? Wait, did my happiness just break the puzzle? Alright, let's see if the controller will get me to move again. Okay, connected. Oh, okay. Wait. What? Oh! Wait, is there more over here? Run! Run, Forrest! We're not done yet? Okay, maybe we are. Wait. Because you can... Okay. Wait, I'm confused. Why can't I go that way? I took the thing up. Am I supposed to move it aside? Is there something else over here? Like, can I do the puzzle again? Okay, I can't move it left or right. Oops. Okay. So there was just like a hitbox for where I could go? very confused right now. Is that stairs? Wait, where? I disappeared. Where did I go? Again, I disappeared. Where did I go? I'm very confused. So, yeah, it's got some rough edges right now, but my god, I am very impressed. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Wait, is there stealth here? Spotlights quickly spin around, centering on Hal with terrifying precision. Suddenly, there's a crashing sound coming from the lit-up building. The disheveled man storms past Hal out the door, long-barreled rifle in hand. Oh my. The harbor master, I know you're here. I can't believe you fell for the old fake, avoidable spotlight. Oldest trick in the book. Hal watches from the shadows as the strange, frantic man trying to cock the rifle and gloat at the same time. Now come out so I can shoot you. Somehow, the man hasn't spotted Hal yet. Tough one. We're gonna... This may end my life, but we're just gonna see what happens. Don't shoot! The man's demeanor changes. Whatever he was expecting, it wasn't a terrified and salt-stained boy, barely old enough to shave. Who are you? Where'd you come from? Please don't kill me. Hal raises his hands above his head. Please don't kill me. The man's eyes widened in shock. Kill you? Why would you think? The man follows Hal's eyes to the rifle in his hands. He looks at it as if for the first time. Stars, he doesn't have any bullets. The man suddenly throws his head back in laughter. I don't even know how to use this thing. The man's laughter should break the tension, but Hal remains frozen in fear, hands trembling. At ease, boy. Hands down. Whatever you are, you're no straggler. Haven't got the look about you. Still, the man tries to look relaxed, but his body is still taut, his knuckles whitening against the old rifle. That doesn't answer the question of who you are and what in the world you're doing here. My name is Hal. I came by boat from the Isles. From the Isles? So you're a scavenger then? Yes, I'm just passing through on my way to the city. The man blinks, as if not quite understanding Hal's words. His eyes dart to Hal's backpack, filled with camping equipment. He throws back his head in laughter. Ha! I don't believe it. A migrant in the flesh. You're lucky I caught you, though. Sorry, my manners are as rusty as everything else around here, it seems. The man pats a little insignia fastened on his chest. As you can see, I'm the harbor master here. For whatever that's worth these days. Hal looks closer at the tiny gleaming insignia. Crisscrossing geometric lines are embossed into the metal, worn smooth by decades of theatrical chest padding. I see. I think. I'm afraid you're gonna need one of these in the city. What are they? They're called designations, and the only way to get one is to go through the integration process. Or rather, the immigration process in your case. The harbor master beams at Hal. But luckily for you, I happen to be just the man to help you with that. Why would you help me? Why wouldn't I? It's the opportunity of a lifetime. Several lifetimes, in fact. Don't fret. It'll be over before you know it. It's all very streamlined. If I remember correctly. I haven't exactly done it myself before. Anyway, there's still a functioning processing center down in the archives. Come with me, it's not far. The harbor master sets off at a brisk pace. Walking through the harbor's rusted sprawl, Hal has trouble keeping up despite the harbor master's advanced age. He moves with the excited energy of someone who hadn't had anywhere to be in a long time. So I'm really not in trouble? Trouble? Stars now. Woohoo! Yay! I like not being in trouble. Consider yourself an honored guest. Do you always point rifles at honored guests? Well, okay. He didn't realize he was being... Thank you. Of course, back in the operating days, they wouldn't have taken too kindly to strangers scurrying about the harbor unattended. But ever since the heart... well... the heart? The harbor master stopped suddenly, a shadow blotting out his previously sunny disposition. Look, lad. I'm happy to share a lot. Whoa. My headphones just went berserk. I'm happy to share a lot about the little I know. But there are some stories that aren't mine to tell. I'm not trying to be difficult on purpose. If the day comes that you find yourself in front of it, I think you'll understand. Okay? Okay. The clouds part as suddenly they came. Good. Come on, we're almost there. Oot. Dot, dot, dot. Where is everyone? You know what? That's a good question. What do you mean? I thought the mainland was gonna be, I don't know, bustling? Full of people? Oh, but it was. You'll see what I mean when we get to the administration levels. It's really quite something. But what happened? They left, of course, back to the city. Just like everyone else. And leaving the poor harbor master all alone. Not you? This was long before my time, you understand. I was assigned here from administration. Well, to be kept out of the way, if I'm honest. That's a story for another time, perhaps. What do you need the gun for? This place might not be as busy as it once was, but my office still comes with certain responsibilities. Keeping the harbor safe is one of them. And of course, there are stragglers who would love nothing more than to descend from the mountains en masse and pick this place down to the bone. To the bone, we say. Stragglers. Stragglers? Oh, they won't give you any trouble, I don't think. They're probably more afraid of you than you are of them. Okay, but who are they? Well, let me put it like this. There's two types of people in the world. Those who can accept the way things have to be, and those that can't. Stragglers form the latter category. They live off whatever they can find between here and the city. Which isn't much, as you'll soon see for yourself, no doubt. But it's not for me to question how they live, I suppose. We all deal with the world in our own ways. What do you actually do here? Just keep things ticking over. The archives are my main priority. The archives. Yes, an operation as big as this couldn't run without producing a considerable amount of paperwork. Oh no, where did they go? And paperwork must be kept. How much further? In a hurry? I understand. First time processing. It's an exciting prospect. We could pick up the pace if you like. Yes, let's go. Okay then, try to keep up. Yay, they're back. They fell through the floor. This will take us a couple of levels down, straight to the archives. I hope you don't mind heights. Or depths. Or darkness. Outstanding. Alrighty, quite something, isn't it? I've never seen anything so... What is it? I told you, it's the archives. The beating heart of the headquarters of Departmental Administration and Transmigration and External Consignment. Alright, how deep does this go? Deep, boy. There are tales of feral bureaucrats who lost their way among the stacks. If you listen closely, you can sometimes hear the howling of their offspring, still trying to find their way out of the furthest reaches of the halls. Really? The harbor master breaks out into a laugh. You should see your face! No, you should stick close to me just in case. You'll have to excuse the gloom. I'm told it was a lot more cheerful back in its heyday. If you like, we could poke around a little bit. The machine ain't going anywhere. I think I'll look around. The harbor master once again beams with pride. Let's do it. I'll be happy to tell you about anything that captures your interest. Like, what is all this? Like the whole thing. Please explain. Now this is fascinating. This booth, actually. That sign. What does it mean? The harbor master clears his throat uncomfortably. An old joke, I think. They used to say that the city's influence was once so great it could bend time and space itself. Al squints uncomprehendingly at the poster. And before you ask, what do you mean by bend time and space? No. You know, through gravity? It's not meant to be taken literally. What's gravity? They don't teach you about these things where you're from? No, I don't think so. Is it important? The old man frowns. Well, I can't say my life would be any different had I never learned about gravity. So maybe it isn't. Hold on, not so fast. Let me just... The harbor master stands at a big terminal, hunched over a thick leather-bound manual. Step 2, connect the ground wire to the cerulean socket. Cerulean? For light's sake, what's wrong with calling it blue? These infernal things, eh? The harbor master waves the manual pointedly. Although I suppose you've never seen one of these before. Anyway, I'm just about done. Aha! There we are. A beauty, isn't it? You need all this to process? I'm afraid the technical aspect is a bit beyond my purview. But processing is no small task. Can't have people getting the wrong designations, can we? Well, I'm just about ready here. So lie down on the bench over there and I'll get it started. Alright, let's just do it. Wonderful, I'm so excited. Because quite frankly, I'm sure I'm going to play this demo again, and I can do different choices. Oops. This is going to be where it ends, right? Because as Hal settles into the chair, straps appear out of the armrest, pinning him down. What's happening? The harbor master's voice crackles from a small speaker behind him. Nothing to worry about. It's just to keep you still for the duration. Wouldn't want a stray movement to mess up the analysis, would we? Hal can just about reach the controls in front of him. So I have to go in. Wait, so like, if I do this... Oh, this is... Oh, dudes. 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 Oh god, I love this so much. Okay. Okay, so I need to be up there. Right there. Dude. Oh my god. These puzzles are tickling my brain in such a good way. Like, I don't know what's happening. Oh, I get to do another one? I get to? Okay. First one. Second one. Okay, so what's the one I need to complete? So I need to get to here. So... should grab a pen and paper. For these puzzles. Okay. I need to get to here. So, down one. Okay. So if I... Here and here have the same slot. That's stuck, that's stuck. Stuck. Down. Stuck. Can I do this one again? I don't know, I just really like these puzzles, man. Okay, that's that one. You. Stuck there. Damn it. Okay, so you need to no. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. I could do these puzzles all day. Marvelous, Hal. You're doing really well. Fair warning, it says here that this next part can get a bit... The voice cuts out as red lights start flashing around Hal. Hello? The harbor master doesn't respond. Suddenly, Hal feels a pressure building in the restraints. Something sharp pierces him from several places at once. Hal struggles to turn his head, but it's fixed in place. Oh my god, it's so big. Let's go. Stuck. 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 No! Okay, I was gonna say, let me play more. No! Damn it. No, I can do this, dang it. I used to love telling the story of how we met. It was a Friday. I'd been stuck at work. It had been a stressful week, even though there was nothing to do. You know what? Yeah, it'd been a stressful week. Right now. Alright, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Okay. Maybe? Okay. Work had been busier than usual. I am unsure as to how that worked. Though that didn't make it any less boring. I'd moved to District 13 a year before. And one night I followed these rickety sets of stairs, with a pink glowing light at the bottom of them, where I found a little bar called The Door. Every Friday they play music. And every week I would sit alone in the same corner booth just to feel like someone else, to get a break from myself. I would just sit and listen, letting the sound wash over me. That's when I noticed him in the first place. I recognized his voice from the switchboard. He was a junior chemist who reported to one of the city marshals. I couldn't stop staring at him. He was sitting together with a group of friends. he still seemed alone. Like he was missing something. After that, I stopped coming for the music. And I came in the hopes of seeing him instead. Often I did. One evening, as he was getting up to order, they had a meet cute. I followed him to the bar. I made sure he heard me order the same thing he always did. And all of a sudden, we were talking. He talked about his music, songs he wanted to write. He did talk a lot about chemistry, too. That's just who he is. But mostly he listened. And the more he listened, the more I found myself talking. Afterwards, we stood in the sign's pink glow outside. The street was very quiet. I remember it was snowing. He claims it didn't. And suddenly, I kissed him. For a moment, everything stopped. Oh. And then he kissed me back. I'd never done anything like that before. So that's how it started. At first, it was almost intoxicating. Being a part of his world. A world full of jokes and friends and excitement. A world where you knew exactly where you fit in. It was the world I always wanted. Alright, give me more. I'm gonna go slam that wishlist button, my friends. Because yes, while this did have some rough edges to it, the bones there have such... Oh, the bones there have such possibility. I'm here for it. Yeah, I am so here for it. Continue. Alright, but it's time for a stretch / bathroom break for my doggo. And catch you all here in like 5-10 minutes with another demo. And we'll be right back. Okay, hello, everybody. We're gonna play some Dungeon Hot Pot. Hey! And, have some orange slices. I should really just have an emote that's an orange slice. Because, quite frankly, they're the best fruit. Alright, now I cannot remember. This was like a coffee talk like game. And, let's see, it's the 18th today? 3 days until Coffee Talk Tokyo comes out. And, like, I am so stinking excited for it. Fingers crossed. I have a request on Keymailer. Oh, there we go. Close. Alright, so it doesn't seem like controller compatibility here, but that's fine. Alright, new game. Mail and delivery. Did I pause Spotify? No, I didn't. In a quiet dungeon abandoned by most, where there is no glory left to claim, a handful of adventurers still wander its depths, fulfilling their purpose. In a torchlit corridor of the middle floor, a lone stall stands. A place where adventurers pause for a meal. A place where they find solitude amidst danger. I love the vibes. And just the little, people running by. Okay. View recipes, affinities, and dungeon encyclopedia. Man, that looks good. Requires basilisk broth, 3 basilisks, 2 elk boar, 1 shroomies. Rogue Delight, Shroomies broth, Paladin Grace, Treant broth, oh heck yeah, Mandrake broth, Mage Comfort. Oh, my dog has come to visit me. Curse list, poisoned, frightened. Alright, let's do this. Decorations catalog. She likes sitting right next to my computer and getting her fur all up in my exhaust fans. Alright. I'm 90. Alright, we're just gonna start the day. Hello, cook. Oh, welcome. Hi, Milky. Let me guess. Long day. You can tell? Yeah, I'm exhausted. Today's job brings me to the lower floor. All by yourself? No. Yeah. usually prefer going with a party, you know? But I couldn't find anyone free today. It feels like fewer and fewer people come down here lately. This island doesn't have a lot of adventurers to begin with. I just saw the kitty. Alright. Most already outgrew this dungeon and moved to tougher places. The background. That explains a lot. But hey, I'm glad people like you still show up here. The townsfolk must be grateful. Haha, that's kind of why I still enjoy the job. Seeing people smile, hearing them say thank you, it feels good. Not because of the gold? Well, that too, of course. Glad you're enjoying it then. So what took you down here today? The herbalist asked me to hunt seedlings. Those tiny puffballs with big leaves on their heads. They look adorable. It seemed like an easy job at first. Till you whack them and they start screaming. I almost apologized to one before whacking it. That does sound like you. Hey, I can be fierce too. Okay. How many did you end up getting? 2? But I swear, they were the strongest in the entire floor. They kept running in circles like they were mocking me. Sounds annoying. What'd you do to finish them off, then? Well, I didn't really. I guess I'm still too soft. I just put them to sleep with a spell instead. Hitting them while they squeak like that felt wrong. Well, at least you got the job done. So, you're heading to your next job? I haven't delivered them to the herbalist yet. I wanted to come here first. You know, check in, breathe a little. I feel like my legs are gonna fall off if I don't eat soon. Want something warm to help you recover? Oh, sure. I'd love a monk delight. Do you still have the notebook? Or do you still use the notebook I gave you for recipes? I do. 1 monk delight coming right up. Okay. Alright. Dima could really use a monk delight after an exhausting hunt. Alright. Oh, monk delights. Mandrake broth. 3 elk boar, 2 mandrake, and a seedling. Alright, prepare ingredients. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Okay. Basilisk mandrake broth. Fun. Okay, mandrake broth. 3 elk boar. Okay, 3 elk boar. 2 mandrake. And a seedling. Yay! Oh my gosh, that is so adorable. Ooh, this smells amazing. You really nailed it. Thanks, this is exactly what I needed. Glad you like it. But hey, eat a little slower, okay? Let it settle in properly. Right, right. It's just really good. I'm guessing your first week's been treating you well then? Honestly, it feels kind of nice. Like I'm finally starting to be someone people can rely on. That's nice. Back home, everyone kept saying I was too soft, too sheltered. You know, the girl who'd trip over her own robe. When I finished the job, even if it was just 2 seedlings, I kind of felt proud of myself. You go, girl. Like, ha! Look at me now. Even if my legs were shaking the whole walk here. Hey, that's how it starts. Everything's built from the small stuff. You think so? Girlfriend, I know so. Of course, adventuring, life, same rule applies. Nobody starts with the big feats. You put a seedling to sleep today, and one day you'll look back and realize you've come a long way. That. Never thought putting a seedling to sleep could count for anything. By the way, you never told me what you're really out here for. Why'd you choose to be an adventurer? Have you ever heard about the Fernshade Circle? The Druid Circle? Yeah, only rumors, nothing solid. Right, same for me. Someone at the orphanage once told me that my late parents might have been connected to Fernshade. That's why I want to look into them. I heard becoming an adventurer is the best way to gather information. And what do you want to know about Fernshade? Well, anything, honestly. But I don't know how people join, or where they gather, or even if they still exist. All I have are little hints here and there. I just want to know who my parents really were, even a little. That's gonna be tough to gather infos here. Maybe. But I have a hunch. More people will start visiting this place quite soon. How do you know? Druid's instinct, maybe. If chatting with people here brings me even a little bit closer, then I think it's worth trying. It's the kitty. It's old. I still can't believe it. Oh my god, I need a new chair. There's a food stall this deep in the dungeon. It's quiet and warm. A prime real estate, wouldn't you say? It's wonderful. See, I told you. Wait, you're new, right? I'm Tima. Are you an adventurer too? Wanna team up sometime? Are you really inviting me? Why, yes. But I kinda need to deliver these seedlings before noon. Maybe tomorrow? Or the day after? Don't disappear on me, okay? I won't. Let's try adventuring together sometime. Alright, I'm off. Don't forget. See you later, Cook. What an energetic girl. I like her already. Energetic enough that neither of you set a time or place. Your place is surprisingly cozy. Hard to believe this is inside a dungeon. I love it. You're not from around here, are you? Is it that obvious? Those fancy plates and spotless boots kind of give it away. Hard to miss. Fair. I haven't been wandering for long. Enjoying it so far? Honestly, yeah. So far it's been a great journey. Just wish the days were a little longer. Feels like everything ends too fast. To walk roads with no one hovering behind me, no titles here, no expectations. I'm intrigued, but I won't pry. You're surprisingly gentle. For someone who could have asked a dozen questions by now. Haha, give it time. Most people end up talking once they've had a warm bowl here. Maybe I will too. I love it here. People passing through and choosing their own pace. Sounds freeing, right? It is. Back home, my every step was someone else's decision. Where to go, who to meet, what to become. Out here, I finally get to breathe without anyone watching over my shoulder. You'd be surprised how loud silence feels when no one's escorting you. You're not used to being on your own? Not like this. But I'm learning. And for once, it feels like mine. Even if I'm just stumbling through a dungeon with clean boots. Sounds like you're exactly where you need to be. At least for now. Even if just for a little while. Are you chasing something? I guess I am. Freedom. My own. Can I pet the kitty? The Kensil. Did you... Wait, hold on. Did you tell the cook anything weird? I said hello? That's it? And that your ears twitch when you're annoyed. Isolde? That's not... Ugh. Quite the entrance. Sorry. She keeps wandering off. And saying things she shouldn't. I don't see the issue. The cook doesn't look like someone who would blab. I've heard stranger things behind this counter. But nothing dangerous. See? Yeah. That's why we keep things simple. You talk less. I panic less. You panic no matter what I do. That's because you keep acting like you're on a sightseeing trip. Instead of a dungeon hunt. You two seem oddly functional. Functional? I'm the only reason she's not being eaten by a mimic right now. That is not true. I learn quickly. You tried to pet a corpse bug. It was shiny. Still, it's rare seeing an Animari and an elf travel together. Most pairs like that don't stick. Believe me, I didn't plan to. We met at the port. She was about 2 minutes away from getting scammed by a porter twice her age. He said he knew the safe roads. He was lying through his missing teeth. I stepped in, Mostly because I figured I could overcharge her later. Alrighty. To tell my puppy to lay down. You what? I said at first. I'm not proud of it. And then? Then she started talking about wanting to explore the world. Fresh air, new places, all that other hopeful nonsense. And, I don't know, something in me couldn't leave her there. She means she got soft. I did not get soft. I didn't want to see someone get eaten by life. And that's how you ended up here? Pretty much. She said dungeons were the best place to learn fast. I said dangerous, not educational. But she only heard the part she liked. Since we're already here, Cook, could I get something warm? Depends what you're craving. Something minty? Minty! And to keep the spirits up. Today has been a lot. She means she panicked at a mushroom. Oh no. A mushroom that wasn't even moving. It twitched, Cancel. Twitched! Yeah. And you, Cancel? Wanna eat? I'm good. I ate my ration before chasing her across half the floor. Still full. If I eat more, I'll fall asleep standing. And I refuse to let you lead me into a trap. Because you thought a slime looked friendly. Okay, fair. Just one order then. Coming right up. Can't wait. A minty bowl to keep her spirit up. Alright, bitter, spicy, salty, bitter, minty, treant broth, 4 mandrake, 2 seedling. And that was 4 mandrake? Yes, 4 mandrake. Loot! Click to serve. Ember note. Oh, this smells incredible! Freshly made. It looks perfect and... I feel excited. It actually feels like it's untangling my whole day. Excuse me. Good. Maybe now you'll stop trying to pet dangerous things. Let me enjoy my bowl in peace, please. Glad it's hitting the spot. By the way, Cook, why are you here? Most people don't set up a food stall this deep in a dungeon. I'm not most people. I'm the dungeon clerk assigned to this place. Dungeon clerk? Yeah. Daily inspections. Monitoring monster activity. Then reporting to the guild at the end of each month. If something weird happens, like a sudden spike in difficulty, I'm the first to catch it. Makes sense. A dungeon going wild can wipe a town if no one's paying any attention. Exactly. And since I have a lot of downtime between checks, I figured I might as well cook for whoever wanders in. But I've never seen anyone cook monsters before. Is that normal? Really? It's something I picked up back when I was in the northern continent. Heh. You say it like it's nothing, but that skill is rare. Rare? As in valuable? As in factions would throw money at him. Monster cooks don't just show up every day. Why is that? Takes guts, literally. Monster cooking isn't just chopping things up. You have to taste what you make. One mistake and you'll die before your next dish. That's horrifying. Exactly why most people don't do it. Those who did, half didn't survive past their first recipe. Then why bother? Because a good monster cook turns danger into supply. They turn threats into logistics. Logistics? The most important thing in any expedition. You can have numbers, strength, fancy swords. None of that matters if your group can't stand up straight from hunger. Morale, stamina, coordination, all of it starts with the stomach. Even the best swordsman can't fight on an empty stomach. I never thought about it that way. Still feels odd, though. You, all the way down here? Yeah. Why settle in a dungeon instead of a big faction? What brought you here, Cook? I guess I like the quiet. That's his way of saying, don't ask. Fair enough. Everyone's running from... or toward something. Alright, we've taken enough of the cook's time. Let's move before someone starts asking questions with weapons. Right. Thank you for the meal and the silence. Both were perfect. You are welcome. Come again later. Will do. See you around, Cook. I'll do pet the kitty. Alright, let's close up shop. Alright, 2 satisfied customers. Why do I keep writing reports to myself? Verdant Moon! Tuesday the 14th. Alright, well, let's spend a little money on that. The only thing faster than your Doom hour delivery. We are open. There's a kitty. Tatuka. You still breathing down here? Alright, love that character design. Oh, welcome. What brings you in? Ah, what else? World up there's too stressful for a retired adventurer like me. How's things down here? Quiet as usual? You guys have a chair. But supplies are running thin. The merchant hasn't showed up for 2 days now. Probably too busy polishing coins with his tongue. But you can still cook, wouldn't you? Gotta take this heat off me. Make me something calming. Good thing I've got just enough for a mage's comfort. Would you like it? Sure. Mage comfort. Ooh. And Alright, and the mage's comfort. I know I just made this. Mandrake broth. There's 3 mandrakes, 2 seedlings. 2 seedlings. And a shroomy. Serve. Now that's what I'm talking about. Burns going down, but feels like a hug inside. Good job, cook. Long day? You think after saving a kingdom for once or two, a man could sit back in peace. But no. Tatuka, the roof is leaking. Tatuka, why'd you buy another axe? Woman, it's not just another axe. It's an enchanted axe, you see? Carved by blind monks in a storm, probably. She wouldn't understand. Sounds like things are rough at home. Eh, she's been rough since the day I met her. Clumsiest cleric I ever seen. Tripped over her own mace more times than I've swung mine. And she talks. Never known a dwarf whose tongue worked faster than her staff. Sounds like someone fell for the noise. Maybe. It's the way she talks. Like how she treats children like they're royalty. Or the smell of her hair after a rain spell. She's loud, sure, but her presence, it's like it fills the silence, you know? You really love her, huh? Love's too small of a word, maybe. Or too big. Either way, I married her. Even if she does nag like she's got 3 lungs. She patched me up better than any temple cleric. Mostly so she could yell at me for getting hurt again. She complains about every axe I bring home, but she sharpens them when I ain't looking. Says my boots stink, but she still lays them by the fire. Ugh. She's an annoying woman. Loud, messy, but the silence when she ain't around, that's worse. You miss her already, don't you? Yeah, maybe. You know, I still remember the first time she yelled at me. It wasn't even a proper conversation. It's just, you call that a shield formation? Right in the middle of a battle. Tactical critique under pressure. That's dedication. Dedication and a mouth that could wake the dead. You know. I've been wandering through this forgotten dungeon for days now. And if I'm honest, I didn't come here for glory, or gold, or goblin ears. And what brought you here? Voices. My memory's strong. My axe arm still got swing. But I can't remember my father's voice, nor me mum's. Their faces, clear as day, but their voices, gone. It's like the world muted them when I wasn't paying attention. That's a painful kind of silence. I can't let that happen to my wife. You know, that dwarf lives a long life. Long enough to forget little things, like the sound of someone's voice. She might live 100 winters past me, and all she'll have is silence where I used to be. You want to leave her something she can still hear. Exactly. Not just some trinket or battered axe, but me, the way I really was. Muttering, grumbling, maybe humming that awful lullaby she likes. Something she can play back when the world gets too quiet. Even if I croak tomorrow, I want my voice to stay. Is that why you came here? Heard some drunk mages in a bar, rambling about an old sound catcher scroll. Some mythic spell that can trap a voice. Keep it echoing forever. They say it's buried somewhere in this place. Might be a fool's errand, but if there's even a chance, I've got to try. That's one of the most honest reasons I've heard for walking into danger. Ah, don't get snappy on me, Cook. Oh, by the way, your banner. I used to carry a banner like that during the Skyfall incident. Didn't feel like much at the time, but it kept the squad steady. Feels strange seeing it here again. I also kept a habit from those days. I used to chew seedling leaves to keep myself up when I was down. Alright, best make good use of this axe before it gets rusty. I'll buy her something tasty with the coin. Maybe that'll quiet the old nag down for a night. Thanks for the grub, Cook. Still got the best pot in this dungeon. See you tomorrow. Malin. Be right back. Alrighty. What a grumpy old man he is. Malin delivery reporting for duty. Geez, do you have to be this loud every time? Gotta make an entrance. I mean, what he's gonna do, scare the monsters away. Your order's all here, freshly hunted and still wriggling. Don't get why you always come in person. Come on, you're my VIP client. At least a rookie wouldn't talk my ears off every delivery. That's all part of the service. A good merchant builds relationships. Convince them you're the best choice around. And scam them with overpriced items, ethically. Not that I've got any other options down here. You're the only merchant nuts enough to do these rounds in the dungeon. With how well you're doing, I'm surprised the Merchants Guild hasn't set anyone. I don't even have a shop. I just go where the coin is. The guild's too stiff for that. I'd rather stay comfy up top. So, how's life on the middle floors treating you? Quiet as always, not many visitors. Makes sense, this dungeon's old news. Every corner's been picked clean. Most adventurers have moved on to newer, shinier dungeons. You know, you could try setting up closer to the surface. Plenty of fresh faces training up there. They don't need what I'm selling. It's the deeper delvers who need a proper meal. Fair point. It'll be more useful here. One of your regulars told me your stew made him hit harder. Said it put fire in his arms. Give me a warrior deluxe, will ya? A warrior deluxe. Behead the mandrake. Alright. Basilisk. Alrighty. So it is. 3 basilisk. 2 elk boar. And a shroomies. Fantastic. Just like how I imagine. I'm telling you, we should start bottling this stuff. Monster meat's tricky. It needs to be eaten fresh and slow. Rush it and you get weird side effects. What, like a rash? Or like 3 days of talking backwards and trying to fight your own shadow. Not exactly crowd friendly. Alright, maybe no bottling. But what about a second kitchen? You train someone, I handle the funding, boom, franchise. You think I haven't tried? One wrong slice and your cook ends up howling at spoons. Monster cuisine isn't something you teach overnight. Still, sounds like a profitable disaster waiting to happen. I'm tempted. Don't forget to hang that mail-in approved sign where people can see it. I'm using it to patch the leak over by the kitchen. That's top-grade advertising material. Oh, check out my latest catalog when you're free. Sometimes someone will open up more if you have a decoration that piqued their interest. Last time I checked, you tried to sell me a cursed ladle for the price of a gold necklace. Dun. Lightly cursed. It stirs itself. Think of the labor you save. Anyway, stay warm and don't burn the stew. Catch you next week, chef. Just bring the ingredients and less noise next time. No promises. Now that I have the ingredients, let's close up early and start preparing. Alright. What? I thought he had a new catalog. Boo. Alright. Open sesame. The soup's gone cold, the fire's burning low. It looks like our little preview adventure ends here. Oh man. Till then, eat well, dream big, and maybe don't stir the pot too hard. See you soon, adventurer. Oh my god, that was delightful. The demo has ended. Thanks so much for playing. Yay! When I put these up on YouTube, I will have links in the description for everything, including, you know, developer socials, Steam page, stuff like that. And so, yeah, that'll be right down below. And we are going to do one more demo. But that was delightful. Alright, I downloaded one more demo for the day. Alright. Alright, so yes. Now I just need to... Alright, come on. Cult of Pin. Yes! Because we love a good pinball game. So yes, we flip, nudge, and destroy in this roguelike pinball deck builder. I'm excited. Select from 100 plus upgrades to create game-breaking builds and smash through the cursed playfields. Complete missions to trigger explosive attacks and tear the tables apart, one bumper at a time. Alrighty, this is from Kenny Makes Games. And full controller support. Let's go. Alright, this is gonna be the last demo of the day. My wakey wakey controller. Yes. Alright, welcome to the Cult of Pin. Before we let you near all the fun stuff, you should know some pinball basics. Control the flippers with LB RB. Hitting bumpers feels good. Smashing into them until they explode is even better. Hit this bumper 5 times to proceed. Oop. Alright, pause menu. Settings. Alright, flip left. Flip right. We gotta get the triggers, baby. Alright. I don't know about that for nudge. But plunger? Yes. There we go. There we go. Trial complete. Oh, the vibes so far are just immaculate. On each table there are many missions. Complete these to increase your damage, shown on the left. Activate both of the lights here to proceed. Tip, hold the flippers up to stop the ball first. This is called cradling. Classic technique. Booyah! Alright, you only get 3 balls per table. Here's a trick to save them from the drain at the bottom of the table. Alright, hold the right trigger and nudge with X to save the ball. Nudging has a cooldown, there is no tilt in this game. Good. What? Wait, what is happening? Oh gosh. Ah. Oh! I get it. There we go. I was very confused. Chaining together 8 missions will trigger a special effect known as a ritual. Ritual progress and the next mission required can be seen on the top left of the screen. The missions required are randomly selected and different each time. This is a roguelike. Hit this ramp shot twice to complete the mission and trigger the Tempest ritual. I was gonna say, easy peasy! Oops. Oh, not quite. Okay. Hold you there. Oop. Come on. Let's go! God, I love pinballs. Alright, training complete. There are many more rituals to discover, as well as upgrades, curses, and bosses. But these basics should be enough to get you started with. Just remember, look for the ritual icons, and nudge often. Good luck! Alrighty. Select ball, the cheater ball. Base damage 10. Boy, my controller is having a moment. All right. We done. Alright, beat Act 6 to complete this table. The blockers at the bottom of the table are immune until Act 2. Oh, I love this table. I want to... oh, that's right. Oh no. Oops, that was my bad. God, why do I keep forgetting that I rebound the... Okay. All right, let's go. No! Oops. I have a button on the back of my controller where I can open up the start and select menus, and I keep hitting that. Okay, so there's the thing. It's right there. I gotta get it. Dang it. I gotta get it to the other side. Gotta get it to the left. Come on. There we go. Okay. Come on. Oh, what is the eyeball? Alright, once all the bumpers are destroyed, the table boss will appear. Bosses are tougher, cast spells, and have a wall of tentacles protecting them. Destroy it quickly and you will unlock a bonus area. Take too long and it will begin to devour your spare balls. Come on. Altar filled. Okay. The ritual altar. Filling the ritual altar grants you the power to activate a new ritual. Once unlocked, look for the mission bearing the ritual's icon. You can also choose to upgrade an unlocked ritual instead. This increases the damage and reduces the number of missions required to activate it. think I'm gonna do multi-ball, actually.
The finest organic suspension ever devised.
Oh my gosh. Coffee. Ah, I don't know what I'm doing. Hi, friend. I got him. Woohoo! Okay. How is the Gate of Baldur? I have that game. But quite frankly, it's so ginormous. I get, like, I've gotten like an hour into it and got overwhelmed. Just like, it's so overwhelming. I don't know if I can do it. It's like, I made a character that looked like Aloy. Alright, what am I supposed to do now? I mean, I'm just vibing here playing pinball. That probably would have been a good time for a nudge. Cthulhu has come to my pinball game. Alright. Oh, hello. Welcome to the mana shop. You earn mana each time you complete an act, and this is where you can spend it. Cool. Oh, wait, come on. Go. Oh no, I think I bought things because I couldn't get out of the menu. Alright, that's fine. Oops. Damn it! Come on, hit the thing. Okay. Hit the guy. You bastard. I don't quite get what's happening here, but that's okay because, you know, I love pinball. Altar filled. Okay, I filled the altar. I don't know what that means still, but still in Act 2. Okay, there's the tentacle guy. She's a pinball wizard. Really? You're stuck? No. But Robin, I don't know if you're still listening, but are you streaming BG3 right now? Because I know I'm gonna be stopping for the day for lunch. Oh! And, you know, general household chores. Oh, God! So many pinballs! Ah! So many pinballs! Alright. This act has a curse. Curses change the rules for the remainder of this run. You can see any currently active curse effects next to your blessings. Flippers are inverted. Oh god, they're both terrible. Okay. I think I can handle the multi-ball ritual count increased by 5 versus the flippers are inverted. Okay. Boss tentacles respawn 2 times slower. Sure. Oh gosh. So many pinballs! I don't even know what I'm doing here right now. It's like, I must hit all the balls. Oh no. Altar filled. Alright, well let's upgrade the shit. Dang it. Wow, that went right through the center. Act 3. Come on, get through there. God, biscuits. Like a nudge isn't gonna help me there, because I'm not too proficient with the nudging currently. Ah. Biscuits. Okay, so that's how the altar gets filled. I hit the bumpers up by the altar. Or up here, I should say. Or the thing in the middle. Ah, I can't talk. There we go. Alright, altar filled. Come on. That nudge did absolutely nothing for me. Nope. Oh, damn it. Okay. So when does the bad guy come? I thought I figured it out when he came, but apparently I did not. Oh, because I got the last tentacle thing. Oh my gosh, there's so many balls. Act 4 bonus area unlocked. Oh geez. Balls become poisonous? Sure. I'm so confused as to what's happening. But I love it. Altar filled again. Sure. Deal over 100,000 damage in a single hit. Okay, I like it. I'm so very confused. Oh god. What is happening? Okay. Glyphs. More mana? Okay, that sounds good. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. No! Altar filled. I filled the altar so many times, I don't know what's happening. Sure. Oop, crap. Ah. Put your tentacles down. Shit. He's gonna devour my balls. Nope. Damn it. What is he doing? He's got some sort of like repellent. Oh gosh, altar filled again. Ah! Alright, more fire. Trigger the. Oh god. What is happening right now? He's immune. Why is he immune? Okay, cool. I have no idea what's happening right now. Sure. I have 31. Bye. Sure. There's so much happening on my screen right now. Deal over 1 million in a single hit. I just got that achievement. Oh my god. Sure. I don't know what's happening. Tell me a pinball wizard. Why are you immune? Stop it! Alright, Act 4 bonus area unlocked. Oh god. You know what? Fine. Nope. Rip. Oh my god! Okay. Goalie immediately resets the bottom blocker. Towering Inferno damage ×4. Sure. Ah! No! Oh, that was terrible. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. There's so much happening on the screen right now. Wow. All right. Complete a run on easy or higher. Complete a run on medium or higher. And then there was one more achievement that I did not have the time to read. Wow. That was kind of amazing. And I loved that. But it's 11:30 my time, which means I'm gonna call it for the day. I have, you know, adult responsibilities to do. So, whew, that was awesome. All these, like I said, are gonna go up on YouTube. Separate videos, I would say, not just one full, like, 3-hour video. But yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye!